Hi guys. Hello. Guys, I don't go live till 7 o'clock. I can see people in the comments. I go live 7 o'clock, but I set the thing going 15 minutes before, just so people can start arriving, so get themselves comfy, get yourself a drink, and so you know that I'm going to be here basically. So yeah, always 7 PM. Just to let you all know, guys, because I can see people are asking when it was starting. So yeah. So just, you know, hang on. What are you doing? Are you staying in or going out? Huh? You're going to get hot in here, aren't you? You're going to go out? No, you're not staying. We've got to be quiet then. Hi Sarah, how are you? Right, let's say hello to some people. So we've got Jasmine, Rebecca, Jess, Kat, Martha, Merv, Taylor Swift greater than Disney, and lots of other letters. Is it Equestrian? I can't pronounce that very well. Holly, Fern, is it Fernando? Anna, is that DCTR Banner? I'm going to call you Banner. All right, Banner. Yeah, and what we do, we've always, like, I used to go live at I think 9 o'clock, and then I tried it at 8 o'clock, and then I go live at 7 o'clock. But my husband set it up so for 15 minutes or so it gives me time to just get started, really, guys, to get me a drink, you know, freshen up a little bit, and then obviously sit down. It just gives me that time without faffing at the beginning. So long as everything's started, I just know I need to click live and then unmute. Whereas if it's not set up, it takes me forever, and then something always goes wrong. So that's why I do it. I just want to say as well, I apologise for looking like crap, if I'm brutally honest with you. I look like rubbish, and that's because I filmed last night, so I'm absolutely exhausted. I'm all right, thanks, Sarah. How are you? You know, I'm fine, but I'm just really tired. Like, I mean, drained, tired. I filmed 2 ASMR videos for obviously Be Brave, and then I did 4 videos for Be Hasty. So that gives us tomorrow, Thursday, Saturday, and then Tuesday next week. So yeah, I finished about 1:15, but then I have to have my tablets, take off my makeup, then I have to have a migraine tablet, let that settle down for about 10 minutes, then obviously my makeup's going to be off, then I go to bed. So I managed to get into bed, I think about 2:15, and I swear I saw like every hour, guys, every half an hour. I just kept tossing and turning, needing the toilet, this, that and the other. Which is really annoying. And then in the morning when I try to get some sleep, Max over here kept trying to jump on top of me because he wanted me to get up. Well, actually I was knackered, I wanted to stay asleep. So even though I got out of bed about lunchtime, I feel like I've not slept at all. So I do apologise for looking like rubbish. But you know, needs must and all. But it's better than usual, because like years ago I was literally filming to like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. So at least I don't have to do that now. And I normally do a live stream on a Friday, but I just couldn't be bothered this Friday. There's been lots going on, like with my son and that over there. So and obviously I stopped filming Be Hasty videos for a week. So I was just trying to catch up with everything, which is why the last hour you'll probably see that the shorts gone up, there's posts gone up, because I've literally just been catching up with a load of stuff that I haven't done, including stuff with For Life with Nick. So I've just been bombarded, and I thought, you know what, I'll do it today because I shouldn't be too tired after getting up. Even though if I get up at lunchtime I should be okay, but no, I'm knackered. But I couldn't cancel the live, so here I am. But I'm fine, we're good. Yeah. Enough about me. How are you guys? So what have you been up to this last month? I've moved all my headphones thinking you're going to see the back wall. And you can't even see it. Instead you can see over there. I don't want you to see over there. Nope, wrong way. There we go. Ta-da! Hang on. There we go. No, you can't even see me now. What are you doing, Nick? There we go. That's good. I'm on holiday. Oh, lovely. What's the weather like in Portugal? I don't know where you're from normally. I'm guessing the UK, but yeah, it's very wet, very windy, very chilly and dark now. And you know what? I'm here for it. So make sure you give this video a like, guys. If you've not yet liked the video, I really do appreciate it. It will be saved as well, so if you are popping in and out, you can always come back to it and watch it at your pleasure. So, oh yeah, we are fully in, you know, the start of autumn now. I mean, because it's always one thing, when we were at school, we were always taught that autumn is like September, October, November. But when you actually look at the official dates now as an adult, it doesn't actually start till like the 22nd of September till something of like December or something like that. So, you know, hi Miss, hi Sydney, Jasmine from America, awesome. Yeah, hello pumpkin. So yeah, I tend to change my signs around a lot for when I do my live streams, but my husband's positioning me in a weird position today. And then when I do my podcasts and stuff, which, guys, I know a lot of people have been messaging and asking about the podcast. Now, the podcast hasn't gone. For those of you that don't know, me and Jodie Marie ASMR do a podcast called the Midlanders Podcast. You can see the whole 10 episodes of season 1 on the YouTube channel now. And you can listen to us on Spotify as well. And there is, I think, 2 episodes of season 2. Basically, we did the 2 episodes, then we didn't know what to talk about, and then me and Jodie started to collab in person. So that was taking up like about 1 day a month, and then we just haven't got round to doing the podcast again. But we will be starting the podcast because it's something we are wanting, obviously, to continue, because we enjoy doing it. And the once Jodie was here on one of my live streams, so we did that instead. I mean, what I might see if Jodie fancies doing is possibly doing it in person. So maybe when we filmed on the day that she comes to me, we do a few videos. Maybe she can stay a little bit later, and then we can film a podcast episode and do it that way, so it's actually in person. So my husband can set the screen up properly, and you've got your mic, so we can position it properly. I'll see what she thinks about that. It just means that we're not taking up another day or another night, because we are super busy. I mean, she's got her own channels and things. I've got obviously my 3 channels and my social medias as well. So and sometimes I'm just so busy filming lots of things. I've got reams of stuff that I need to be filming for Instagram and TikTok as well at the minute, guys. So I'm going to be filming lots of things tomorrow. So if you're not yet following me, guys, on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, follow me on your best platform. You will find that on Instagram, Facebook, I'm more day to day, so you'll probably find me doing more stories, random posts, pictures, different things like that. Where on TikTok, you're just going to be finding videos, which then get shared elsewhere. So go to the platform that suits you the best, guys, and give us a follow. I'm trying to grow the social media platforms, so it would be really great if you get over there. But there's videos like Get Ready With Me's, you know, hauls, vlogs, different things like that. So if that's the kind of content that you're interested in, well, guys, I do recommend that you do follow me on there. You know, just to build that up a little bit, and there's just extra content for you. So there's going to be lots of things coming, because I've got lots of videos to do. So watch out for those. I will start going back to doing catch-up, guys. Now, I do catch-ups on Life with Nick. Now, I haven't done one probably for, oh God, it's about a month or something like that. Probably about August, actually, 23rd of August, I think it was. I've been meaning to do another one, but I've been so busy, and then I forgot. So I'm feeling like now as I'm ready for a catch-up, because I've got some things that I can actually talk about. So if you want to check out my videos on there, there's some vlogs on there, some holiday vlogs that I've done, catch-ups, glossy box unboxings, all sorts of different things like that. And I will try and post a little bit more regular on there, guys. You know, some things you'll get on there that's also on TikTok and Instagram, but then there will be just purely content for Life with Nick that you're not going to get elsewhere. So my advice is, if you're not bored of me and you love all that random stuff, make sure you are following me everywhere, so then you don't miss out, unless you're bored of me, and then obviously we don't want to be doing that. But you know, if you're not bored of me, you love ASMR and you love normal lifestyle, beauty, random stuff like that, then make sure you follow me elsewhere, guys. I don't think I've got any mods on at the moment, guys, so I can't share any links for you, but you know, just give us a whirl. And for those of you that don't know, I do also have another ASMR channel, which is Be Hasty ASMR. On there I do quirky, fast, chaotic, fast and aggressive, funny, random type videos. So if you like that kind of ASMR content, please make sure you give me a follow. If you just like the usual, make sure you follow here. So yeah, there's me rambling on and just marketing myself a little bit, guys. But you know, it's always best to get it out, especially at the beginning of the video, just so nobody misses out on the information, really. So sorry if I've waffled on a little bit too much about that. But yeah, so somebody said in person would be good. So yeah, I'll see what she says, because that'd be quite good. I'm not too sure what we want to talk about yet. But if you do head over to the Midlanders podcast, give us a subscribe on there. Check out all the other episodes, and you know, we need to think of something to talk about to continue season 2. I don't know what we want to talk about yet. I'm thinking, we did think about doing just a random kind of catch up with each other. So like catch up about what's been happening through the summer, you know, what we've been doing for the year, our plans for the rest of the year and stuff like that. So I might just do one of those episodes with her. She is coming up this week, so we're going to be filming a video for her channel. She's going to give me a massage, so, and I will be lying down, so it's going to be on a couch properly. She forgot it last time, which is why the massage video I did with her, she was actually sitting up, whereas she should have been lying down. But poor Jo totally forgot. She had a manic morning and forgot to bring the couch, so that's why she was sitting in the end. But she's bringing a couch this time. I'm going to be lying down on the couch. She's going to give me a massage, and that's going to be on her channel. So if you want to see that, then that's Jodie Marie ASMR, guys. And then for my channel, guys, this time I'm thinking for the real person videos. So we're going to do 2. So I'm going to do a real person face exam. So I'm going to do a face exam on her. I'm going to make sure I've got my mics charged as well, because when I come to use them last time, they weren't charged. Hence why I didn't have them on, which was really annoying. So I'm going to get them out, make sure they're charged. I'm going to do a face exam on her, and then I'm going to do a colour analysis on her. So I know a lot of people quite like when I do the colour analysis. So I'm going to do one on Jode, because I've never done one on her before. So I'm going to get all my fabrics out, my swatches. I'm going to be looking on the iPad and then some printed paper and stuff. And I'm going to be asking her opinion as well, getting her to have a look in the mirror and see what she thinks. So yeah, so that will be coming next week. So this week, guys, you have a haircut video, which consists of a haircut, a patch test, and going through some colours. Then you've got a makeup video, and you are being glammed up for an autumn/Halloween posh ball. So you're going to like this fancy ball where you've got a 5-course meal and like a dance. so that I'm doing your makeup for that, guys. So that is coming Wednesday and Sunday. I don't know which one I'm going to do yet. And then next Wednesday and Sunday, you've got the real person face exam and the real person colour analysis. Yeah, hopefully you'll like it, guys. I know I've done one with my daughter before, but I'm going to do one with Jode, so it'd be nice to do that. So if that's something that you are interested in, make sure you check around, guys. So, hi Sandy, how are you? Thank you very much. Yeah, I haven't done a post-test video. The reason why I haven't is because I haven't really got any supplies. So, and obviously I would need to get like envelopes, boxes. I mean, I get enough boxes, I get enough through that, but I just haven't had enough supplies to do the video. So I'm going to have to look into maybe getting some bits. But obviously, it adds up. You have the same sign. Is it from the range or Home Bargains? I can't remember. Hi Sherry. Laka, is it? Thank you very much, guys, for your lovely comments. Sorry if I've missed anybody. I've just been rambling on, as I do when I get started. House of Writer. Hello, Canada, amazing. TBS. Yeah, I don't know when the new episode's coming. I've got to speak to Jode first to see if we can film one this week. It just means that she's coming up this week, so I won't need to film this weekend. And she comes up in the day, so we film in the day. There's a chance that there's obviously going to be noisiness and more edits, but it is what it is at the end of the day. I do try to keep it as quiet as possible for you. And this time as well, guys, I need to make sure that my cable is not touching my mic cable, so we got that annoying buzz. I was so annoyed. Was it the cranial nerve exam? There was a slight buzz in the left ear. I managed to dull it down a lot, but then still, if you turned it up loud, and with YouTube settings now, there's something to do with like stable sounds or something like that, that if it's switched on, the audio sounds crap or something like that. I don't know. I didn't know about it. It was just a lot of other creators have been talking about it. So my advice is, when you're watching my videos, guys, or any other creator, make sure that you're selecting the best quality video and you're turning off the ambient sound and the stable sounds, I think, if I'm right. But my advice would be is to adjust the ambient and stable sound and see which you prefer. And I always recommend as well that you listen with headphones, just to give you the best, quality. But yeah, so if Jodie fancies doing that, I will do that this week. It will just be like a random catch-up type podcast, I think. To be honest with you, I don't know how I do it really myself, but I'm just used to it, do you know what I mean? I've been doing it for so long now, and the kids are older, so obviously they, a lot of it is self-learning, isn't it? And me providing what I need to provide for them. Like my son, he's like, it's maths and English, he's doing it on started to do it on a website thing now. Like a learning company, because me and him have done as much as we can really, but I mean he could probably go in and pass it, but I feel like he needs to have just a little bit more of a push, and other people and like different tests and things set for him, and do it that way. And he's going to be doing that rather than his GCSE maths and English. It's going to be doing like functional skills level 2 instead, because it's a lot easier. The exams are at home with this particular one, and it's just easier. So obviously a lot of that is online now for him. I've got him all his history books because he's doing GCSE in that, and a few other things. But obviously I'm there to assist and help, because with him, like, he'll be 16 next year, so we've done all the stuff with him going all the way through, do you know what I mean? Like, and he's very academic, that a lot of it is learning himself now. And he's full of all sorts of information and knowledge. So he's doing that. Obviously my daughter's a little bit different. She's autistic. she will be 13 in a couple of months, but she's obviously quite delayed with being autistic and stuff. So it's a little bit different with her. It's more hands-on and doing stuff, but it's just easier because I can set them to do things. It's like this morning, obviously, like I was like having a lie-in, but my husband's obviously, he works from home, so you know the kids know what to do whilst I'm busy, you know, whereas my son, if he goes to do maths and English, it's all there for him. If he's reading a book, it's all there for him. Yeah, my daughter's been like trying to do some like graphic design kind of thing, because she like, does draw and stuff in her sketchbooks, but she's been doing trying to do some on the iPad now to see, you know, she's been trying to design me some merch, just practicing like drawing on a tablet, and then if it goes well and it looks immaculate, like it's got to be like not jaggedy lines, got to be straight, then the plan would be to get the merch printed, and if anybody buys the merch that she's designed, then she will get basically the cut of that for her, which is the plan anyway. That's what she'll be doing for me. So she's just practicing, learning. She wanted to do it and she thought it'd be a good idea, and she's really excited about having an input on it. So but obviously if there's designs that come out that she's doing, I will obviously make people aware that she's done that, and all kind of profits of that go to her. But bear in mind, because I don't have my own merch company, I have to go through like fourth wall and stuff like that. So obviously whatever prices of something that company set, not me, so the company set the price, they obviously make profit on it as well, and then I have to make profit on it. So that's why the prices on places like that are quite high. But obviously the quality of things I think are actually really good, the things that I've had. So yeah, keep a lookout for stuff like that, guys. You can have a look at my merch store. I haven't added anything else. What I was on there is what has been on there for a while now. I know I've just waffled on again about a load of random stuff. This is what I do, guys. If you're new here, I do ramble a lot, and I get started, I just keep talking. So to apologise. Portugal's roasting, I can imagine. Hi Jamie, hope you're still here. Jericho, is it? Hang on a minute, I'm going to try and pronounce this. My apologies if I don't pronounce it correctly, but I'm not very good at pronouncing names. So, Extrangoli, I can't pronounce that. But it says, hello, first time here. Hello, thank you for checking in, I appreciate it. Then we have Ios, like, I can't even pronounce that either, but hello. There's lots of new names on here today, which is nice to see. Maybe it's because it's a different day. Sarah Jane says, Be Hazzy is well worth watching. Thank you very much. Thanks. Is it pronounced Lena, not Lana? It's Lena, I think, isn't it? Well, my hair's actually pretty bushy because it's like when I film, so I wash it, and then because I'm in the studio and I get hot and it goes really kind of like bush, and I use this awful conditioner because I've run out of my normal stuff, and it was really soft when I washed it out, but then I dried my hair and it felt really raggedy. But I suppose it looks alright considering. Just see an in-person personal shopper, fashion stylist. Maybe you could incorporate this into the colour nicest towards the end. Yeah, so I don't know how I'll do something like that. Yeah, another thing as well, like because Jodie's vegan and I'm not vegan, so I have to make sure that what I'm using is vegan friendly, if you know what I mean. So, but I could do maybe a fashion stylist. I just don't know how to incorporate that though. Diana, I'm alright, thank you. I'm just a bit tired. How are you? Is it Gios from Mexico? Hello. Oh, thank you, Geos. I appreciate that. Hello, Caitlin. How are you? Stephanie. Well, hopefully you're like the real person. Colour. Hi, Green Frog. How are you? Hello, Forest. How are you, my love? Do you know what? A lot of people said that because it's like the rain has been quite full on, hasn't it? But you know, hello, Mom. Mum, you're not meant to tell people where you're from, love. Shh. You threw me off now, mother hen. Come on, Mummy. So where are we at? Hang on a minute. I listen to ambient mode, it really is never a problem. Yeah, so ambient mode is different to stable sounds. I didn't even know it was a thing. So if I just go on a video, so you go to settings up there. Right, so go to additional settings and then you will see ambient, hang on a minute, the camera, you'll see ambient mode and stable volume. As you can see on the phone, it's automatically selected on. So I'm not really sure what the difference is. I'm not really sure. I really don't like the way my husband's done this screen today. I normally just show up the camera and it works. So I don't know how they work, what's different, etc. But hi, Connor. How are you? You all right, Connor? Home Bargains, that's where I got it from then. I couldn't remember where it was from. Yeah, and I mean, it's raining quite a lot, but I'm just liking it really, do you know what I mean? Hi, is it Mariam? Mariam? I'm alright, thank you. How are you, my love? Diana, this is my first time watching you live. Oh, thank you for being here. Hello from Ukraine. Oliver, I'm not Australian, love, but
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
All right then. She wanted to have a chat as well. Yeah, I'm from England, guys, not Australia. Oh, thank you, Caitlin. I appreciate that. The more people know, the better, because it's getting really hard nowadays with the algorithm and obviously having so many creators, you know, doing ASMR. Or there's people that have never heard of it and will actually like it, or there's some people that like it and just never heard of me. So the more people you tell, the better, really. Yeah, she did. I don't know. She didn't like the fact that I said I don't have an Australian accent, and she started off on one. Claire, hello. I've not seen you on a live now for quite some time, my love. How are you going, and how's your lives going on TikTok? Okay, so for fashion styling, you could use the colour palette you come up with during the colour analysis and recommend Jodie different items of clothing. Oh yeah, okay, I could do that. So like, right, say, like I'd say for autumn fashion maybe, because you know, you could be wearing this colour and this item, maybe a nice jumper, something like that, where I could do with having a look at what's available online as well. It might make it a little bit easier. Yeah, but it's autumn, innit, guys? It's gonna rain. I'm glad though, to be honest. I don't want it warm, and I've had enough of the heat, if I'm honest with you. I'm done. And it's still, well, it's 11 degrees at the moment, which I still think is fairly mild, but, you know, I just don't like the heat at all. The colder the better. I'm alright, thank you, Green Frog. Yes, I do have TikTok, guys. You'll find me on all social media platforms, so Twitter, Threads, Instagram, Facebook page and normal Facebook, and TikTok. So yeah, I'm on all of those. Hi Mizzy Moo. I like that, Mizzy Moo. Mizzy Moo. Where are you anyway? Did you say, Jasmine? Where were you? Do you like the warm? I love the fact though, really, that, you know, everyone has a preference, don't they? Because it'd be very boring in life if everybody liked the same thing. Do you know what I mean? I mean, that some people like love the heat so much, and I just look at you and think, God, how? Do you know what I mean? But then people look at me and think, why do you like the rain, or why do you like this, that and the other? And it's right, it's like my son, he loves the heat, whereas I'd rather it be cold. Do you know, it's just, you know. And I suppose as well, I don't know whether, like, if you're naturally, say, from a warmer country, are you more inclined to like the heat rather than somewhere like here? I don't know. Yeah, 11 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, guys. But, see, it's still fairly mild, that, really. I know that sounds like it isn't, but I'm just me. It's like, I think it's quite pleasant, really. Hi, Courtney. You alright? Sorry I missed your name there. Yeah. But like, I would love it to be like temperatures where like Canada and places get, maybe not the minus 40 degrees or anything like that, but I'm talking like, you know, like I'd happily have -5 or, you know, even 0. Do you know what I mean? I'll be happy with that kind of temp. But like when it's like I think like as soon as spring comes, right, after we've had like, oh, some winters are quite mild, but as soon as spring comes it's like 15 degrees. I mean, I've got my shorts on, do you know what I mean? It's like strappy tops on, shorts on, and it's just ridiculous, really. And any chance of a barbecue, you know, we have a barbecue. Thanks, miss. Linked? What do you mean, Sydney linked? I'm confused. I take it your cats go out then, Forest? I've kind of stopped going live on TikTok now, kind of over the hype of it. I'm sorry I have been missing the action, but I'm back now. No, everyone's busy and got their own bits to do. Yeah, I mean, I'm autumny. I'm always an autumn / winter. I love the cold. I find it so satisfying and cosy, you know. When it's warm, I'm irritable, I get quite depressed. I hate it. I've got no oomph about me, and I'm so drained and I just don't like it. Whereas in the winter or the autumn, when it starts to get cold, it's cosy, it's dark early, I can, you know, put layers on to warm up. Do you know what I mean? Whereas when I'm hot, I can't cool down. You know, and our house is a new build, so it's designed to keep the heat in. So it's absolutely roasting. Like, I think in my hallway still, it's like 20 degrees in my hallway. In here's going to be hotter because I've got the computer on and the door shut. Like, to me, that's just too much. But then I know some people in their houses that are not built as sufficient, is it? They've probably got the heating on. So do you know what I mean? It just depends. Yeah, so extreme heat's too much. It's I suppose the extremes are not good, are they? It's nice to have, you know, a balance. I mean, I don't mind like it on in the spring or the summer. You know, 20 degrees is quite, you know, quite pleasant. But if it starts to get beyond that, I start to get hot. And what I find in our house is once the heat's there, it's trying to get it out. That's the problem. And I mean, we don't typically have aircon installed in our houses, but you know, we're lucky enough to have like a couple of portable aircons, but they only do so much. They cost a fortune, and I would need the whole house to be airconned constantly, like you would in shops. Hi Sarah, you're on. I didn't know if you were going to make it. Hello. How are you? But yeah, I can understand what you mean. Like the extreme cold and extreme heat, it's a big no, isn't it? You know, in extreme weather, I think is a no anyway. I mean, I hate thunderstorms, but when I was looking at the hurricane in Florida, I was just like, what the hell? Like, and I think the extremes are the problem. If it was a nice, stable kind of weather, it wouldn't be too bad. But yeah, give me this weather any day. However, if it's constantly going to rain, I'm going to get annoyed because my garden's going to get flooded. I think that's the thing, if it's just like a continuous thing, but it can be cold and snowy and icy, whatever. It's just after so long of like days and days and days of rain, it annoys me then, because then the dogs get wet feet and whatnot. Yes, guys, Sydney was saying they're all in my description. So you'll find my about pages in my descriptions, and I do tag them sometimes in the comments as well. You will find all the links to all my social media and other YouTube channels, guys. I hope that helps. Thank you for pointing that out, Sydney. Yeah, Jasmine, it's nice to get cosy. Like, I love the fact that I've only recently started having a cup of teas again, because I'm always like a brew girl, do you know what I mean, once in the morning. But then it got so hot that I just stopped having them. But now I've started the last few weeks of having a cup of tea every morning again. I'm just absolutely here for it. But I can't wait to start having hot chocolates and like just nice cozy vibe. And at the minute I'm well away. I'm into my horrors. Just like I'm really well away with it at the moment. Let me just read some comments again. Yeah, they have a cat flap. Does it get quite cold where you are, Jasmine? What kind of temperatures? Rebecca, so I'm from Brazil, very warm country, but I'm not a big fan of heat, neither freezing cold. Best temperature for me is, oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, so I guess it's the same, isn't it, really? I always thought, like, if people live in a hot country, they're kind of used to it, and then, you know, but I suppose, hang on a minute, my dog wants, are you hot, mate? Do you want to go out? Yeah. Want to go out? Come on then. Go on then. You're hot. Go on then. Go on then. Oh, I'm stuck. Hang on. I'm here, guys. I'm here. Sorry about that. Max wanted to go out. It was getting too hot. What was I saying? Who was I talking to? I don't know who I was talking to now. Oh, that was it. Yeah, I always thought, like, if you were from a hot country, that you'd be used to the heat and you'd just like the heat. But I guess overall, you probably don't mind heat. Like you saying 17 to 22 degrees. I'd still rather it not be that warm. But that's just me. I'm probably abnormal. You know, 0 degrees, that's free. Yeah, 0 degrees. I know it's freezing, but it feels amazing. Like, no, it's not like that though. Like when it's been freezing, like 0 out here, even -3, 4, I find it so lovely. Like genuinely so nice. Obviously it's cold, but it's so nice. I can't explain it. Like I just love that. But some people think it's absolutely freezing. Like, you know, but me, I'm just, no, it's lovely. Oh, did you get married? Sorry about that. I didn't know about that. Congratulations. Or did you tell me actually? You might have told me, I can't remember. But yeah, with the TikTok thing that you were saying, it's one of those really, like, it's so hard to like grow on there, and it's so toxic, and you know, the views, like, for me are just crap. Like, growth on there is pretty crap. It's just not good really. And it's just not, I don't get anything out of posting on there. Do you know what I mean? It's just, I'm more of a user on there, which I always was, but then I started creating on there, doing my sand lives, putting videos on there, and you know, and some of them, you know, weren't too bad views, but it was getting to a point that once I was in the creator program, but all my videos were coming back as zero, that they weren't earning, and I spoke to them about it, and they were saying, well, none of them are legible, and I said, well, how not? You know, the ones that I'm talking about are all over 1,000 views. I don't understand. And they were just saying to me that basically nobody's watching them for 5 seconds or more, which is utter BS, because that's rubbish. I've had so many people tell me about things that were so far through the video, so I'm like, there is no way that every video would be zero. It's literally everything. All the ones that qualified were zero. I send them screenshots. They weren't having anything, so I turned around and said, so it's pointless being in your program then, innit? And then I removed myself from the program. And I've heard before that some big creators on there are not actually in the creator program because it restricts their views. So I cancelled out of the program hoping it would help my view growth, and it never changed. They all stayed really shockingly crap. So I'm just like, oh, I don't bother, do you know what I mean? It does about that. I don't know what it is about it, but I will get back to your questions in a sec, guys. I am reading you. It is, and it is such a horrible platform. I don't know what it is about it, but there's bullies on there, there's trolls on there, and it just gets ignored. Like, they just don't care as a platform. Like, you can report things and they think it's not a violation. You can report it for bullying and God knows what. Nobody cares at all. Like, but then their algorithm is ridiculous, because then certain words are ghosted. Like, I don't know, like sometimes I said, oh, that's good, that was ghosted. Or words like, certain words, big, large, dog, certain things are just picked up for no reason and they get ghosted, so then it looks like you're not saying anything, and then it looks like whoever's live, for example, is ignoring you. But then you get other things then. Sometimes you get a violation then for saying something. I think I said something that was fantastic once. I got a violation for that. Like, but then I report somebody who's literally purely on a live slating people or making videos about them, writing horrible, horrendous comments, but they're perfectly fine. And I just feel like it is very weird platform. I just don't like it. It's very strange. I don't know what it is about it. It's very toxic. It's very, whoever the owners are of it, I just feel like they've really got it all wrong. Do you know what I mean? They only care about creators, I feel like, that are live as well. Like, if you're doing a live and you're begging for gifts, that feels like the only time they care about you is because that's where they make so much money. You know, there's people on there like battling day in and day out, or on the live like 24/7. And it's just, you know, or you got people just selling. It's just like QVC, isn't it, really? It's the new version of that. And it just gets a little bit boring. Then it gets flooded with certain stuff. And then you're seeing the same old thing. And it's just, I prefer Instagram. Instagram is my favourite platform as a social media platform. Then Facebook. Facebook I probably use more for personal use. But you know, everything I post on Instagram gets shared over to Facebook. I just don't know what it is about TikTok. I find it's just an awful place, you know. And I think the dynamic of it is nothing like YouTube. It's totally different, and they do try to be like YouTube, but I just don't think they ever will be. And at one point, I was worried that was going to happen, but their morals are just not the same. It's just completely different. And it's not really a pleasant platform to be on. You're not supported by anyone, and like I said, they rip you off with money. I mean, even at this point, my money went up to like, I could earn like 51 pence per view or something like that, and every single one of them was zero. So it was ripping me off like money. And then I see some people who are like, you know, get like thousands of views on there. But what I've noticed recently is some creators are all coming out saying how crap the algorithm's gone and how their views have tanked, how, like, you know, more bullying and everything like that. You know, and a lot of the time people post on TikTok, share it on Instagram, but then I find they're more active on the Instagram. So, something not right about that. Yeah, it doesn't make sense, does it, Sarah? And I just got fed up with it, which is why I thought, well, I'm not even going to give you the satisfaction of even me being in the programme then. You know, if you're in the programme, they probably get some kind of benefit out of it. So I thought, you know what, stuff that. I just can't be dealing with that. Yeah, I mean, see, I haven't had that problem, Sarah, with Instagram, touch wood. I mean, to be fair, I think, you know, overall, I think Instagram's a lot more fairer and stuff like that. But again, they can still be a bit stupid. But it's all a bit funny. Yeah, 70% they take of everyone's earnings, which is shocking. So all them gifts that people send, you're sending gifts. I mean, you know, I don't mind sending the odd creator, send one over, or, you know, it's like a penny or whatever. But they take such a huge cut that it's just so unfair on the creators. You know, the creator are the ones that are putting the time and the effort in, and they should be the ones that are paid better. I mean, same with YouTube, they take a quite a big cut of what we earn, but it's nothing like TikTok. You know, people forget that when you're in social media, that what we earn on videos, the company takes a chunk of it, and TikTok take a huge chunk of everything, gifts and God knows what. So when you say, somebody sends me, say, a super thanks on here and stuff like that, every penny is grateful, and every little helps towards, you know, my income. But they still take a cut of that, which is why some people like to send me donations via PayPal, because then I get all that money then, no one's like stealing a cut of it. Don't get me started. I like that name. That's the kind of thing I would say. Just don't get me started on it. Thank you very much. Which channel are you talking about? This one? Be Hasty? Which one? Let me just say hello to some people, guys, because I missed out loads of people here. Let me just go back before I carry on waffling. The place where I come from, 20 degrees in the winter. 20 degrees in the winter? Oh God, no. It's definitely not that warm here in the winter. Curious, I live in the States, why air conditioning? I don't know, to be honest with you. It's just not a standard practice here in the UK because it doesn't get hot enough, even though nowadays it does. I think with more house climate change and all that kind of stuff, we're getting more excessive heat, and then newer houses, you know, are designed to keep the heat in, but you're not having anything to help you cool down. Do you want to go out? Come on then. Flig. Flig. Go on. Go on. That's right, my cat was getting hot. And it's just not, and I feel like, especially if you're having a new build house, because they're designed to keep the heat in, I think now as standard, they should come with air conditioning throughout the property. But it don't, and I think we should have like solar panels as well. But they just don't. Whether that's going to change in the future, I don't know. But if I was going to get like aircon fitted in the whole of my house, it's going to cost anywhere from 10 grand up. And it's just going to cause a right havoc because like they're going to have to go in the walls and God knows what else. And it's just not a standard thing. And to be honest with you, most shops don't even have it. And if they do, they don't even have it on. Like, and I go shopping and I am sweltering, like dripping head to toe. And even the supermarkets that have got aircon, I struggle a little bit. But literally, you walk around the supermarkets or like Home Bargains and whatever else, I am so hot. It is so vile and uncomfortable. It's not a pleasant experience. And I'm just like, get some aircon. And especially like nowadays, I mean, I think this year was the first year in a while that we haven't actually had like a 36 degree temperature in the summer. The last few, going back, 5 years since I started YouTube, I think every year we've had at least a 36 degree temperature for a week or a few days where I live personally. I know other parts of the UK probably have had hot temperatures like that, like London and places like that. But where I live in particular, we haven't actually had it this year, thank goodness. But we have had highs here of like 28, 29, and that's probably the most in my particular area that we had. And that was way too much for me. But I know like places like London, in cities, it's a lot more. And if you're down south, it gets a lot warmer. But I think overall, this summer has probably been more stable where I've lived than the last 5 years. But I feel like with this day and age now and how the weather is and just how hot it gets in general, it just needs to be a thing. So portable aircons now are becoming a right thing here. I mean, it's like virtually every other house by me throughout the whole of the summer. I've had like the pipe hanging out the window. But obviously it's not the same because the window's still open, so it's potentially still blowing heat in. It's just an absolute nightmare, if I'm honest. And I think that's what some countries don't understand. When we moan how hot we are, it's because genuinely it's suffocating. Maybe outside it's quite pleasant, but it's in your house when you can't cool down, or like when you're in a shop. Like when I went to America, like I loved the fact that aircon was everywhere. Like I was in Florida and stuff and it was absolutely roasting, like outside, you know, it took about 35 degrees maybe, where I was in the pool, or even when I was walking around Disney and stuff like that, I was hot. But, you know, queues, I think some of them had aircon on or something like that. Every shop I went into, every hotel, literally if I was hot, I'd go inside and I'd be stone cold within like a minute, and it was just amazing. And I feel like here needs to be like that. But because overall they think, oh, it's not worth it, but it is worth it in my opinion. But you know, I'm from Australia and I honestly get winter depression, mind you. Our winter's 20 degrees at the coldest. But yeah, I see 20 degrees coldest for a winter. That's like my okay summertime, that is. But yeah, I can't imagine, like, because obviously you're from Australia, you're a person that typically likes heat. That's the way I would see someone living in a hot country. But then, as we discussed previously, it isn't always like that. But I mean, I know seasonal depression is quite common for a lot of people to get it in the winter. But I mean, I've spoke about this openly before, that I feel like I get that in the summer. But I feel like my mood has picked up loads more over the last probably week or so, apart from when the incident happened with my son. Has picked up a lot more that I don't feel sad anymore. Like, it makes me miserable, it makes me feel physically like depressed, and I just can't be bothered. I think 'cause I'm so hot and suffocating, it's not a pleasant experience. I'm going to Lapland at Christmas. Oh my god, that would be absolutely awesome. I'd love to go there. It's everyone's favourite animal. I like quite a lot of animals. I'd say dog. But I do like cats as well. But then cats can be quite annoying. Hello. I can't say your name. I can't read your writing properly. But hello from Russia. Oh God, really? They had that many floods there? See, we don't hear a lot about weather in different countries. It's only usually sometimes you hear about, say, like some wildfires or like a hurricane or something like that. But then we don't hear about it that much. And I know I've heard recently about Florida hurricane, just because it was over TikTok and it kept coming up, a few things. But, you know, nothing major. Do I like coffee? I'm not a huge coffee person, if I'm honest. I don't particularly drink coffee. I find with coffee, often or not, it can give me tummy ache, like sets my IBS off. I prefer lattes because they're more creamy. But I wouldn't choose to have a coffee. I would rather have like a hot chocolate. So if I went to a coffee shop, I would go and say have a hot chocolate. I wouldn't go and have a latte or, you know, a coffee of some sort. I just wouldn't do that. I don't know why. Sometimes it's nice. I like the taste of coffee, and I would like some, but it could be very short-lived. I don't know why. It's just, I don't know. And I used to be a Teckley tea girl, so I'd love that, and I would not have anything else. Now I'm a Yorkshire tea girl. I absolutely love Yorkshire tea. It is the best tea I've ever had. I don't know what it is about it, but I was getting fed up for such a long time. I was blaming the water and everything because we moved area as well. The water's harder, and I just weren't getting on with it, and I was so annoyed. And I was just like, I don't want a cup of tea anymore. Don't like it. Don't enjoy it. It was just vile. And then I thought, oh, everyone seems to have Yorkshire tea. I'm going to buy some Yorkshire tea. And I had Yorkshire tea. And I tell you now, I swear, Yorkshire tea, they should sponsor me, because I genuinely love Yorkshire tea. That I could literally talk about it and how much I enjoy it and get satisfaction out of drinking it. That I swear I'd be able to sell it. Do you know what I mean? But, you know, that'll never happen. But yeah, I don't know what it is about Yorkshire tea, but I absolutely love it. It's just so incredibly nice. And I've got that love back for tea again because of it. Oh, you don't like the taste of hot chocolate? I mean, again, there's different ones, so it depends where you go, what type you have. You know, there's Cadbury's, there's Galaxy, then there's other ones now. Like, to me, I don't like Starbucks hot chocolate. It's too sweet and strong for me. But I do love Costa's hot chocolate. I do quite like a mocha, actually, guys. So I do like mochas. That's probably where I get more of a good coffee fix, because it's mixed with hot chocolate, and I do like those. I have had those in coffee shops before. Oh, I'd love snow. Get so jealous of people who have snow. I mean, I know Scotland, they can get quite a lot of snow sometimes, and I wish it would just come down here, you know. But I love seeing all these like people in America and different places like that with all this snow that they have. I get so like envious of it, because I just love it so much. It's so pleasant to look outside and see it falling and the white on the ground. It is just so beautiful to me and calming. But I know too much of it can be devastating as well. But I think it's because we don't really have bad snow here that I don't have that kind of concern. But I keep hoping every year do we get snow at Christmas, and we never do. And then usually you get it around February, but I don't even think we had anything like this year. Maybe a couple of snowflakes, and that was about it. It was rubbish. Hello from Germany. Is it Aldia? Aldia? I don't know how to pronounce that, but hello. Thank you. I hope you're still here. Yeah, I do agree with TBS. It is. People get so much satisfaction out of it, and I just don't get it. You know, I don't know how people have the time. You know, and they always say, "Oh, you put yourself online, so you should expect it." Well, actually, no, you shouldn't expect it. Do you know what I mean? You walk past people in the street. Does that mean you should give everyone abuse when you go past them in the street? You know, and some of these people are parents. You know, they've got families, they've got jobs. You know. And I bet they don't go into work. Oh yeah, I was slagging so-and-so off the other day. Oh, I was sending her loads of abusive messages. Oh yeah, I went over on the bitch site, you know, and having loads of chats slagging him off. It was amazing. She was so upset. I was so buzzing. You know, I bet they wouldn't do that, would they? You know, and I bet they don't even tell their family. Or if they do, their family's just as toxic as them. And I just don't get the mindset. It's very damaging to people's mental health. But that aside, I don't understand the thrill for it. I've never sat there, even before doing this, thinking, I don't like that person, I'm going to give her so much hate. I'm not bothered. If I don't like someone, I don't watch them, or just scroll on, or if I don't want to see them, I mute them or block them. Do you know what I mean? I don't feel the need to just go out my way to target people. And I ain't got the time even if I wanted to. I just don't get it. You know, and some people, they hold grudges, or they're jealous usually, and these people claim that they're not jealous, and they are, you know, and it's a shame really. You know, I understand what it is to feel like to be jealous. I get that in life, but you know, I just don't feel like some of these people, if they're that jealous and bothered about their life, why don't they do something about it and go out there and do something and be successful yourself, you know? because by wasting your time bullying people, harassing people or whatever, what are they doing with their life then? They're not. They're wasting their time for no reason. But then there's some people who love to do it. They get a kick out of it. I don't know why, but they do. Some people are clearly narcissists that do it. They get a kick out of it. I think other people maybe are mentally ill, mentally struggling, and they don't know how to react, and it could be a response. You know, they are struggling that way. And for those people, in a way, I do feel sorry for, because, you know, they could be lonely. They, you know, they might have feelings they don't know how to deal with, and they can't get help anywhere, and they're just projecting maybe their own insecurities and trauma on people, and it's awful, really. And I do feel for those people, but then at the end of the day, you still make a choice to be like that. You know what I mean? I mean, I've gone through so much trauma, I've gone through so much, like, God knows what, but I don't choose to project that way. Do you know what I mean? And I mean, social is like that, unfortunately, and people hide behind the keyboard. You know, they used to be called keyboard warriors, didn't they? That, you know, people do. You know, when I see some people recently, other people have gone on about, oh, I used to bully such and such, and I'm really sorry about it. Oh, I've realised that it was my own fault, and this, that, and the other. And I just sit there and think, the audacity to even feel that you had the right to do that to someone, but then at least you owned your shit. Do you know what I mean? You've owned that. Yeah, I've done this. I've done wrong. I shouldn't have done it. I've learned from it and moved on. And you know what? I have a lot of respect, in a weird way, for the people that do that. You know, they've owned up for their shit. I don't agree with what they were doing in the first place, but then at least they've turned themselves around. Do you know what I mean? But, you know, there's a lot of, like, I look at people like celebrities and I sit and think, God, I wish I had your life. Like, I wish I could do that. You know, oh, I'd love to be sent all this stuff. Oh, I'd love to do this. I'd like to go on that trip. But I wouldn't feel it in me to be horrible to that person. But that's where everyone's different. You know, we've all got different personalities. We've all had different upbringings. And I'm not making excuses for them. Goodness, no. I just feel like some people just need to just think about what they're doing. Do you know what I mean? But it will always be the way it is. You know, there will always have people like that. You know. Yeah, I do think that on TikTok, because with TikTok you are just scrolling. You know, you're typically scrolling, aren't you? And you've got no personal connection with people. You know, people that I follow on TikTok, you know, you're just scrolling and, oh, you're quite good, I might follow you or whatever, or like that post, and that's about it, really. But you've got no connection. But with the people that I follow on YouTube, you know, and especially if they try to make it like a community, it's definitely different. Different kind of vibe. And even, to be honest, even to a degree on Instagram, I find, you know, people are more, like I said, present and active on there, like creators, like responding to people. So yeah, it's one of those things, really. But it is, I don't feel like people are genuine either. Like, they don't know you, or they follow you for something and then they unfollow you, or it's just, I don't know. It's definitely different. It's easier to gain followers on TikTok. I must admit, it's very easy. I'm struggling on Instagram to grow. It is impossible. I get quite a lot of views on some of my reels, because I look back and I get more views on there than I do on Instagram. I mean, on TikTok. But the growth is virtually next to nothing, and I just don't get it. But I do feel like with TikTok, it's very hot. Some people, you just get like that. It takes one video to boom, and then that's it. But you know, everything's different, I suppose. Do you have Netflix? Yes, I do have Netflix. I've subscribed to you for years and have never been able to catch one of your lives because I'm always at work. Just happen to be able to. Oh, how lovely! So your name is Chrissy. That's amazing. Thank you for checking in. So that's worked out well then, me doing it today instead of a Friday, that you've been able to catch me live, and that's amazing. Hello, Mrs. C. You fall asleep to me every night. I'm glad to help. Exactly, why have aircon if you're not going to use it? Exactly my point. I think it's because the expense, if I'm honest. I mean, I don't know what gas and electric prices are elsewhere, but here they're just extortionate, always going up. But I just think it costs so much to run air conditioning that I think most companies don't want to use it. Or they've got a version and it's naff. So yeah. It just kind of like, I just don't know why, but it's like we have the mobile units out, and to be honest with you, most of the time in the summer it has to be on, and like, because it's been so sweltering and sticky. And I think what I don't like here is the humidity. It's so sticky and so humid, like, and you constantly feeling like you're wet and sweaty, and I hate that. It's not a pleasant feeling at all. Like sitting in here now, I'm quite warm. I'm actually quite sweaty. Do you know what I mean? But if I open the window, it's probably going to be a bit too noisy. Hello, Lewis. How are you? Yeah, summer has been. People say it's been non-existent. It hasn't really this year, but I find it's been more stable here. We have had quite a lot of warm days, to be honest, but not as hot days as last year. But we had a lot of rain last July, I think, but I feel like it's been more stable moving. Like we've had some rain, we've had some heat. Do you know what I'm saying? It's been more normal this year, and I'm happy about that. Yeah, so I've got fibro, Alexis, and I don't know whether that affects my temperature or not. I'm not sure. But obviously I've got fibromyalgia, so if that can affect your temperature, which I think it can, then that's a big factor. I'm also in the menopause. I had a surgical procedure done nearly 9 years ago, a full total hysterectomy, everything gone including cervix, and then I was put into a surgical menopause. So I am on HRT, and then there was a couple of years ago they're messing around with it, so it just made everything completely go to pot. And I'm back on the ones that I was on originally, and obviously I'm feeling loads better. But just in general, I'm a very hot person because of that. But from what I was researching as well, that one of my antidepressants I'm on can actually make you feel hotter and struggle to cool down in summer and stuff. So basically I'm pretty screwed. If I've got 3 things that potentially going to cause me to struggle with heat, I've got no hope. So it doesn't make it any easier to understand though and accept, but you know, I love Florida beaches. Yeah, see, I've been to Florida once, and it was in September, late September, early October. And I think it was about 32. Hottest day, I think we had about 35. Now, but I didn't think it was very humid. Not like here at all. I was hot, but I didn't find it was unbearable hot. It was more pleasant hot. And like everyone says, like, Florida's humid, but when I went there, I didn't think it was really that humid. But then I was a lot younger then, so maybe I coped with it better. I don't really know. Yeah, it's weird really. I'm going back next year, so I'll be able to know then if it's actually unbearable, or is it just, again, a different heat to here, because I always find a broad heat is never the same as what it is here. Like, here's not pleasant heat at all. Even when it's warm, it's not pleasant. It's always sticky and vile. And I don't know how anyone thinks that's pleasant. But then if I go to Greece, do you know what I mean? It's hot, but it's hot and it's nice. And then I could go in the sea and go in a pool and cool down, and it's nice. And then there's like no windows anywhere, no doors, and it is quite warm. But then I can go back to the hotel, whack on the aircon, and I'm nice and cool. So We definitely do need it here. It isn't equipped here, is it? And I feel like that, like the UK is so behind with this kind of stuff. I feel like, you know, houses now, because they're building new builds after new builds, they whack them up like quicker than anything. I feel like, you know, they should be installing aircon. They're making them so insulated and efficient for winter, whereas I don't think our winters are that bloody cold. They might be in Scotland or whatever, but they're not here. You know, I mean, what did we have this winter? I think our coldest was -5 where I live. That's it. I don't think that's very cold at all. I remember years ago we had like -10 and stuff like that. You know, and that was rather cold. But like being -5, -2 and stuff outside, it's, you know, in my house it's still really warm. And I don't have the heating on in the evening. I turn it off because it gets too hot and I can't sleep at night. You know, just get a blanket on us or a dressing gown and you're perfectly fine. But if I know I was in an older house, I know it'll be absolutely bloody freezing and I'll probably need the fire on, a blanket, heating maybe. But I feel like we need to start having air conditioning put in houses. Or having some kind of discount available for people to get it put in. Because obviously it's a lot of work, you know, you've got to be drilling up, putting holes in the ceilings and piping everywhere. It's just easier to put it in from scratch. I'd love to have it done at some point, and if it gets to the point like over the years it's just going to start getting even hotter and hotter and unbearable, it's going to have to be something I start looking into, you know, because it's got to that point here. I just would love to have aircon on all the time when I'm stupidly hot. Yeah, and it's the humidity, I think, Claire, as well. It's just too suffocating. It's the humidity which makes it feel hotter, I find. Like on the days where it's like blazing heat and it doesn't actually feel humid, it feels quite pleasant. And I could quite sit outside for a bit, do you know what I mean? And it's quite pleasant. But as soon as I come back in the house, I hate it. Yes, Yorkshire tea, they have a Biscoff one. They have a Biscoff one. No. Yorkshire tea have Biscoff tea. Are you joking? I love Biscoff. It's like one of my favourite things ever. Do I have some Halloween plan? Now, I don't really know, guys, about Halloween videos because they never particularly form very well, but I do like filming them. I think the plan is over this month to, any videos that I do, I'm going to try and relate it to Halloween, autumn Halloween type thing. So like the makeup video I filmed this last night is you're going to a ball, posh kind of 5-course meal and dance ball thing, and that's for like Halloween / like autumn, but it's not fancy dress, it's like formal gown. I'm going to do a homeware haul as well, so I've got a load of like autumn and Halloween ornaments. So what I'm going to do is do a homeware shop. I did put a poll about it the other day and actually a lot of people wanted to see it. I was quite surprised actually how high the percentage was, and I know only a small amount of people even respond to those, but I'm going to get like the lights, items, show you them, you know, tap them, make sounds with them and all different things like that, you know, show you them, and you know, just as I would watch people on TikTok showing me their homeware, I'm going to be basically doing a video like it. And it's funny really that why some people like personal shoppers, because QVC or TikTok, new version of QVC, do extremely well. People sit there watching them. So in a way, me doing it in a video, I can see the appeal, especially when you ain't got to spend any money. Or it might go, oh, I quite like that, I'm going to go and see where that person's got it from. So I will be doing that this month as well. I'm going to I think me and Jodie are going to be filming Pretty Little Liars collab. I've been meaning to do a Pretty Little Liar inspired video since very early on, but I never went ahead with it. I didn't really know what to do. Then the last time me and Jodie collabed the gangster video, I ended up going like this, and then people think I was doing Pretty Little Liars because I put the song to it. So then I've decided me and Jodie are going to do a collab. So she's going to come to me towards the end of October as well, and we're going to film just like Halloween collab. Some girl was nice and kind to send me loads of information over about kind of things to do. So that's the plan. Don't know how it's going to work yet. I don't know exactly what we're going to do, but I want to sort of link it to Pretty Little Liars as possible, but as well as it also being a like an ASMR video, so I don't know how to do that yet. But if anybody knows or has any idea about anything to do with what they want to see based on Pretty Little Liars, please message me on Instagram your ideas, and I will check them out. So Pretty Little Liars themed, send me messages about what kind of things you want to see, because that'll be really helpful for me to decide what to do. Other than that, I don't know. I wanted to do a kidnap video again, because I normally do those, so that'd be quite nice. I'm thinking about maybe doing a psycho kind of. Last year I think it was, did I do like a psycho fan or something like that? I might do this year, like, and I did Psycho Girlfriend a few years ago, so I don't know. If you want to do anything you think that you want me to do related to kidnap, let me know. But I'm also planning on, at some point this month, maybe making it like a weird kind of medical. I don't know how to go about it, but I'm thinking of removing your brain. Okay, so I know I've sort of done this before, like my very first horror, but what I'm thinking is I've got like a squishy kind of brain. So I know like before I've took your brain out and I've cleaned it and stuff like that on one of the videos. What I'm thinking about is using this squishy thing, right? Because it's like a slimy kind of thing. Oh, sorry. So I'm thinking of like removing your brain and stuff, but doing it somehow, making it like a horror type of video. So I don't know yet, but again, if you have any ideas on what I can do linking that into a medical horror, let me know. So I don't know whether to be like a dodgy doctor or something like that, and I don't know, maybe you come into me for like mental health help or something. I'm like a crazy doctor, and I'm like, oh, I know, the best thing for me to do is remove your brain and kind of thing. I don't know, something like that I'm thinking. I don't really know yet, but I want something where I can incorporate a lot of like trigger sounds, like relaxing things, but then also making it quite freaky and quite for those people who like that kind of horror-y stuff as well. But again, any ideas, please send me messages on Instagram, guys. I will be looking out for them, so hopefully I will have some messages. And other than that, I don't know. Me and Jodie were on about doing like a witch collab. We were going to do, I need to see if we're still going to do that. I don't know whether, or like we're going to be a witch and then somebody's coming to us to make a potion or something to kill their ex or something. I don't really know what it is yet. I need to talk with her and decide what I want to do. Other than that, I'm not too sure. Yeah, Yorkshire tea's the best. I've never watched Pretty Little Liars. I love PLL. I found it many years ago, I think 2016, and I just like binged all of it, and then it was at the time then when the time jump started, and then I watched that and then I got like obsessed with it. So, you know, it was quite good. Helped me through that time really, and then it finished. Can't believe it's been finished. Is it like 7 years or something stupid now it's been finished? I don't know where the time's bloody gone. Let me just catch on some comments now, guys. I'll bear with a sec because I've missed a few here. We didn't have a white Christmas, we had a white New Year's. Oh, well, that's something, though. I wish we had one. I made snow maca pack a few years back. What's that? I love snow, never get it anymore. We don't, do we? Like, it just doesn't seem to exist anymore now. Like, when I was younger, we had far more snow than, like, ever. Like, and we just don't get it at all. Like, non-existent, and I just don't get it. And I love trees with snow on it. That's why this year I'm getting a Christmas tree that's got snow on it, because I absolutely love it. I keep hoping, you know, year and year on, we're going to get some snow this year, and I just keep hoping it. And if we do, it's pathetic and it doesn't last. I just want to get more snow and to it to be stuck and just do nothing for a few days or something. No, I think it, Jasmine, yeah. I mean, I think it's nice to respect people online. I just don't see why people aren't online respected, because we're still people, like we're still humans, and I know a lot of us are trying to do better and help people. You know, some people are genuinely there to help people and give some people comfort, like people who do ASMR, for example, or relaxation videos, you know, or people making sort of relatable content or useful things. You know, a lot of the time we are here, you know, to help others. You know, some people, you know, even people who make funny videos, you know what I mean, they're doing it, obviously they enjoy doing that, but then it's also entertainment for people. Some of the things that I watch, I get such a laugh out of it. Like, I'm just sitting there scrolling through, I think it's Henry Rowley I watch, I think it's Luke, is it Luke Hammett or something. Then I watched Chloe Kent, Sam Fenton, like all these people. I only watch them really on Instagram, and they're just so funny, and I could just scroll through their videos, and there's some people I watch on TikTok as well. They just crack me up, and I just quite enjoy that they are doing that kind of content, because it's nice to have a laugh. Like, it's nice to laugh and smile, and you know, that to me is so nice. And I feel like I don't see why these people need to get hate when they're just trying to make people laugh. Do you know what I mean? It's just so bizarre. Oh, in the night garden, is that what you're talking about? I get it now. There's me not having a clue what you're on about. Thank you, Becky S. Neither. No. Do you have a full-time job alongside your channel? No, this is my job. Bye, Sarah. I probably missed you now, but bye-bye. Thank you for checking in. Yeah, no, I don't. I've done YouTube full-time, but basically from the beginning. And before that, I didn't actually have a job. I haven't, you know, I've just been home educating my kids, being a mom, and a lot of the time with my mental health and stuff, I haven't been able to hold down a proper job. So no, just this. Exactly that abroad, isn't it? You've got the pool, you've got the sea, you know, and even if the sea's warmish, you know, you've got all that. It's nice. You know, I would love to go places like when it's kind of Iceland, like Norway, Switzerland, Austria, places like that, Finland, you know, when it is cold and snowy or just cold or whatever, you know. But then I don't necessarily mind, say, going to Greece or going to the Maldives and stuff like that when it's warm, because I know there's air conditioning and I know I can jump in the pool or the sea to cool down. So, you know. Oh, thank you, Jasmine. You've probably gone now, but thank you so much for your comments. I really do appreciate it, and thank you for being here. It was lovely chatting to you. So I hope you have a fab month, guys. Bloody hell, I get freezing in the winter. Oh, I love the winter. It's different humidity. These countries are equipped. Exactly, they are equipped for it, aren't they? Here we haven't got a clue. We are behind. We've got nothing to control humidity. We haven't got anything to control the temperatures. And the things that you buy, like the air conditioning, as portable units, are still nowhere near good proper air conditioning. I mean, a lot of times when I've gone to Greece, you know, bars and stuff, that they don't have anything. They just, the doors are open, but you just got breeze coming in, and it's quite pleasant, quite cool, even though that's still quite hot. I've noticed in places like Greece. I don't know about other countries abroad because I've not been anywhere else. I've only ever been abroad to Greece. Warm places anyway. But obviously Florida was completely different. It's like everywhere was like cold, aircon. It was, everywhere's completely different. It was just really weird. And when we went to New York, we went in January, so it was quite cool. But even then, I thought it was quite mild. But you know, I was always skating outside, and yeah, I was well away. I blow dry under the duvet. What do you mean you blow dry under the duvet? Any hauls coming up? Where do you fancy shopping soon? So hauls coming up, not at the moment. Well, there is, but not like shops. So I will be doing a homeware haul. That's got all my new Christmas items in that I've bought. So that'll be coming up. There's going to be a couple of like makeup bits, different things like that coming. I am planning on having a trip to Home Bargain at some point because I do want to get some of the Grinch stuff and a few other Christmas items. I just want to get them now so I'm not rushed when I put my tree up, because I put it up around the beginning of December. So yeah, there might be a haul from there. I don't know, maybe if I pop to one of the supermarkets or something. I do a lot of my shopping online, and some things that I buy I feel are not relevant to just do a haul on, and I don't really like to show everything of what I get in life, because I don't like showing everything to everyone, if you know what I mean. And I know some people do, and that's part of their job and what they do, but me, I don't, if I buy something, I don't want to show you everything, or I'll show you some bits. Like for example, I started showing you around my autumn bits. I've added to it since then, but I haven't done another haul to show you, or another show around to show my items, just because I don't know, I just haven't wanted to. Do you know what I mean? You know, and I get some bits from Amazon like all the time, but I don't do hauls to show people. I only feel like doing hauls if I feel like A, it's going to benefit somebody, and B, if I think it's interesting. Do you know what I mean? But there will be some more. Hi M. Can you do witch ASMR for Halloween? Baby Jinx, I was on about doing that. Now let me know, what do you want to see? You say witch ASMR, but what do you want me to do? Am I putting curses on you? Am I healing you? Let me know. If you would like to send me anything via Instagram, I'd be much appreciated. And that's at bebravebeyouasmr over on Instagram, guys. Hi, is it Timia? Hello. Do you know what? I've not seen Biscoff tea anywhere. I'm sorry, I just haven't. I have no idea how you found that. I've been down the aisle loads of times and I've not seen that at all. I think we've had jam and toast, like chamomile, but I have not seen that at all. Hey, beautiful Nick. Been looking forward to this live stream. Hello, Alexandra. I hope you're well. We need more on Life with Nick. Yeah, there's a video went up Life with Nick today. There's going to be one tomorrow, and then the one the day after. I'm planning on filming a catch-up as well, and any videos that I feel are relevant I can put on there. There will be a Primark haul going on there as well, and a couple of other things, because I do share them on other platforms, but I know not everybody uses other platforms, so I put it on, I'll be putting them on Instagram, TikTok, and then some of them on YouTube as well, just to give everyone that option, because you know, people like to watch stuff, but then not everyone uses all the platforms. You know, not everyone like me uses all the platforms, so there will be the Primark haul I've got to edit, and there's another one I've got to edit. You'll see a funky fidget haul, and there will be another one of those as well, because I've got to film that. You will see a glossy box unboxing for September. That'll be going up. The Primark haul, and what went up early was the advent calendar for glossy box, and you know, there will be other bits and bobs, guys, but I am planning on doing a catch up, so look out for that soon. It was so perfect coming to October, and yes, you did. What would be perfect coming into October? Am I missing out? Yeah, I really enjoyed Pretty Little Liars. If you like thriller, like mystery kind of thing, then you're well away. But bear in mind, it's quite a teen kind of show. It's very teeny, if that makes sense. But you get like drama, love life, kind of like, then you've got your like spooky type of thing as well. Oh, thank you so much, Kate. Is it Katie or Katia? I don't know how you pronounce your name. I'm going to say Katie. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Oh, thank you so much. Moving my brain sounds tingly. Love it. Swishy brain sounds. What if it's like a Frankenstein type video? Do you know what? I've not really watched Frankenstein, so I don't really know. Can you send me some info? Yeah, Mad Scientist, I think, came up with some ideas on your post Halloween last year. Yeah, it's hard because obviously I can't remember, but my advice would be, if you do have any tips, any advice, anything you'd like to see, just send me a message on Instagram, because what I'll do, I'll go through my requests, and if you've sent me a message particularly about a video, I can look at it. Then if I want to ask you anything, I can ask you questions back then. And then it will give me an idea so I can work through it. Because I like to, when I'm like proper doing like a scripted kind of video, I like to make notes. I am thinking of doing an Afterlife Beetlejuice themed one. I forgot about that one. So that'll be, I don't like to give too much away, because there'll always be somebody that texts my idea and then I do it and then I'll get told that I'm copying. Do you know what I mean? All I'm going to say is I'm looking at doing an Afterlife Beetlejuice inspired, and that's all I'm going to say on that matter. Because it always comes back on me, do you know what I mean? I'll do summer and then it was like somebody else, and I've had that so many times. I've had ideas to do stuff and then somebody else has managed to do it at the same time or before, and I'm like, well, I can't really do it now because it looks like I've copied them. Do you know what I mean? And to be fair, I don't even have time to watch ASMR, not like I used to, you know, and I don't really see people on when I'm scrolling on YouTube and stuff like that, and I try not to on purpose. But sometimes you think, oh yeah, that's a good idea, but then someone else says you're the same brainwave, and it's like, no. Do you know what I mean? Ryan, I love your videos taking the rules for women. So thanks for your comment. I can see what you mean, and the reason why is because the majority of my audience is women. Now I'm talking about 80%. So 80% of my audience is women. If I do anything, say, male-based, they hardly get any views, which is why I don't do it. I try to make my videos either gender-neutral kind of base or aimed towards women. Some people don't care, you know, they'll watch things whether it's about a woman or not. I don't really know what kind of things to do for a man. You know, I suppose there's could be suit fittings and stuff, which some women do like watching those. I don't really know what, like my medical ones could be aimed at either, unless it's like a pregnancy one or like to do with the breast or something like that. You know, I could, this is a male haircut, I could do maybe a shave. See, I don't really know, other than them, what to do. And when I've done them before, nobody really likes them. And then because the majority of my audience are women, I just look at it, oh, I don't want to watch that. So I'm in that kind of, I'm torn between that. Whereas on Be Hasty is probably where I experiment more. You know, yeah, it is more faster, quirkier, or not necessarily fast, but different. So for example, I did a couples therapy video. You know, it's more probably upbeat than what you'd get on here. But it wasn't necessarily supersonic fast, but it was more quirky, more fun, more different. Do you know what I mean? Whereas I wouldn't try that on Be Brave, because I know it would just totally just flop. Whereas on Be Hasty, because it's a newer channel, it's growing, I've got that time to and freedom to be able to do it, because I'm not worried or having to rely on like my income and stuff like that from it. So I'm just kind of, I can experiment more with Be Hasty, you know. So I'll probably do like some, you know, shave videos and stuff on Be Hasty, you know, even if it's not necessarily supersonic fast, as long as it's like different and more upbeat kind of thing, and more my quirky manner, if you know what I'm saying. Whereas, and I'll see how they go on there. So if you want me to do like a shave or something like that, I'll pop it on Be Hasty and see how it performs. But even Be Hasty, I think the majority of my viewers are women again, but people know sort of what they're expecting when they come to that channel. They're not expecting the typical what they are on here, if you know what I mean. If you are still watching, Ryan, or any other guys, is there any videos in particular that are male orientated that you would like to see, whether it's on here, whether it's on Be Hasty? If you can send me a message via Instagram, let me know what kind of male orientated video you'd like to see, or women. If you are on here and you don't mind, say, watching male orientated videos, what kind of videos would you like to see? Message me and let me know, and then I could look at doing something like that, because that's another thing I don't really know, and then I don't really know whether people would like that, and I don't know. And I think because I've kind of done a certain type of content now, I'm kind of stuck at doing that type of content. Do you know what I mean? Which is why with Be Hasty, I'm trying to, at the moment, not stick at doing any typical type stuff, as long as it's funny-ish, fast-ish, quirky-ish, and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? To give me that freedom. But, you know, let me know, and I can always do a male orientated video on here and see how it goes. But I do try, if they're not women, to try and keep them gender neutral as possible, which is why I don't always try to mention she or he. I try to do they more than anything, just to try and keep it. Do you know what I mean? It's difficult really for me. Hi Ian. Hi Kelsey. There's another pat down coming this week on Be Hasty, by the way. Sorry for the question, but is it true that the UK quality of living is getting lower? Do you mean more in poverty? Yeah, big time. Yeah. Cost of living here is absolutely ridiculous. Things are just stupid now. It's never been a good balance. You know, you've got wages are not the same. Wages are not going up as enough to compete with the cost of living. But it's always kind of been that way, to be honest, but it just does get worse and worse and worse here. You know, the electricity price is ridiculous, gas price is ridiculous, mortgage rates are absolutely shocking. You know, water prices are going up, you know, council's constantly going up, you know, fuel prices are ridiculous. It's never ending. Food costs are just through the roof. I mean, I remember we used to go shopping and we used to pay about 60 quid a week. We now spend about 150 plus just for the same type of stuff. And it's just shocking. Like, and we're having to watch thinking, okay, we can't really have a cooked dinner this week because it's a bit too expensive to add up. We add another like 20 quid on if we want a roast dinner. Like, it's just so stupid. And it's like little stuff like that, really. And don't get me wrong, you know, we can still have luxuries in life, but not everyone can. There's some people who are really struggling, you know, and these are people that work full time and stuff like that. It's just too much. You know, everything is going up, 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 and then wages aren't going up to compete. Or, you know, it's just a constant going and going and going. So it isn't great, to be honest with you. You know, you can walk into a shop and you can get a handful of things at a supermarket now and you're paying over 50 quid, and I'm just like, okay, I wish I didn't go in the shop. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those things where it's a lot of the time you go in there and you're thinking, do I need that, or do I get that and that? And it's just, I don't know. You know. But I'm not necessarily saying that's me. It's not necessarily like that. You know, I can be quite fortunate, but there's other people who are not. But then I know other people have got other priorities. So some people like want a vape, or they want alcohol, or they want fags. You know, I don't want any of that. So I can say spend that extra money on getting my nails done, or having a massage, having a facial, or getting my hair done, or buying some nice clothes, or buying some new homeware. Do you know what I mean? Julia, is it Juliana? Juliana, hello. How are you? How's your life with Nick channel going, hon? I haven't really posted on it. I know I've briefly mentioned it, but there is a video today and over the next few days, and I will be filming some more. It's very slow. I've got about 2,830 followers, subscribers, you know, but then I haven't really been posting, so you've got to take that into consideration, really. If I try to be more consistent on it, you know, it might be better. But obviously I'm going to Florida next year, so the plan is to do proper vlogging while I'm away. You know, I'll be vlogging like the journey to the plane, on the plane, like in the Disney parks, like everything. I'll be doing like different bits. I'll be doing ones for like social media, and then I'll be doing like vlogs for Life with Nick as well. So it'll be that kind of thing, really. You know, and if we go out places and stuff like that, I'll vlog stuff. It's just one of those things. I don't like to vlog everything in my life because I like to keep stuff private. You know, some vloggers like vlog every inch of the life. You know, I don't want to do that. But if I am going out somewhere, you know, I take little videos, because I'll take videos of my personal life anyway. So some of them I'll take and share them as well. So it's just one of those things, isn't it? But stuff like that will be happening. So, and then I'm hoping then I can build the channel up a little bit. But it's one of those with that channel. I'm not one of these that's got a huge social life, so that's why it's quite limited with content, really. Oh, you don't do that, do you, Forest? To warm it up. I love it. Yeah, I have a lot of Beatles juicing, but I've noticed a lot of Grinch. Caramelised biscuit tea, but it's... Oh, okay. I'll have a look out for that then. I could do one about warming you up, actually. I've never done that, you know. What kind of things could I use, though, to warm somebody up? Other than a blanket? Or a heater? Send me a message on Instagram and let me know your ideas. Hi, Owen. I'm alright, thank you. How are you? Hi, Lucy. Are you alright? I'm happy with gender neutral content. Yeah, obviously I still need to do me female orientated videos, gender neutral videos, but I don't mind adding some male orientated in, but please give me ideas. Yeah, it is, Alexis, I get that. And to be honest with you, that's why I don't really look, because then I know myself, I've not looked or seen anyone else's ideas. Or if I generally have seen it and I think it's good and I've been inspired by it, I will always make a point of putting that person in my description box who inspired me. That's something I've always done and will always do. I don't know why, I just feel like, you know, if somebody has genuinely inspired me, I feel like they should get credit for being the one to inspire me. You know, because then I'll make it my own anyway, but I feel like it's just something that I do and like to do. But then sometimes, you know, you do things and you generally don't know what somebody else has done, and it's just, well, pot luck, isn't it, really? You know, and sometimes as people have done something similar, I don't even know they exist. So, you know, but then you get some petty people who literally moan and think you've copied everyone, and I'm just like, you know, everyone does it different. Hi, it's Silly Kim? I'm alright, thank you. How are you? Oh, thanks for popping back. Emma, only just joined, thank you so much. Right, guys, I'm going to have to go now. It is 20 to 9. I've nearly been on 2 hours and I'm just knackered. And it's quite quiet now, so I'm going to pop off. I'm going to get ready in my pyjamas and just chill out now because I'm so exhausted. Thank you all so much for joining me live, commenting. I really do appreciate it. Please make sure as well that you do like this video before you go, guys. It will be up, so if you are fairly new, please go and rewatch it back. Make sure you do subscribe to this channel, Life with Nick and Be Hasty, guys, and make sure you do follow me as well over on all my social medias. Thank you so much, guys. I will be live next on the 25th of October. May change to another day, I don't know yet. Depends when Jodie's coming up and when I'm filming, because there will be extra videos this month because of Halloween, guys. So there we go. Thank you so much, guys. Have a fantastic month, and I hope you look out for my new videos.